Hey, good morning, C3. It's Mr. Milne, and I wanted to help you with a little bit more geometry, especially protractors and measuring angles. Something that tends to be challenging at the best of times when we're together and we can work on this all as one group. Even more challenging when I know that sometimes you're left a little bit to your own devices to figure out how a protractor works. So I tried to mimic some of the homework as far as measuring angles and how to do that. I really want to stress that if we think of all angles as two rays, ray is a line that starts at a single point and then extends on forever. That's what that little thing means, as opposed to a line segment or a line that have two definitive endpoints. So in this case, we're talking about two rays. We're talking about two rays that are going to bisect a circle at certain points and then come together at the vertex. So one thing that you can always do is be thinking, okay, if this whole circle is 360 degrees, and anytime we cut it in quarters, one horizontal, one vertical, we get that 90-degree angle. If you can always visually look for a 90-degree angle and understand, is it greater than 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees? One way we sometimes do it in class is that we think of, I should pull this way, here is 0 and here is 90. You're looking for that kind of capital L shape. It can also be this way, still 90. And then thinking, okay, if this is 90, is this going greater? This would be 90 going towards 180, because 180 is that straight line that just cuts the circle in half. 360 divided in 2 by one straight line is 180 degrees, right? We call that a straight angle. It's the same thing if you're sitting right here. This is 0. Well, there's 90. There's my 180. Right? Quarter turn, full turn. So if you can always kind of visually look for that, that should really help you with your protractor. Here is the ray CA. This is the angle now CAT, made by ray CA and ray TA. They will always meet at the vertex. So if you see angle CAT, that A is always going to be in the middle. You could call this angle TAC as long as you put that vertex in the middle. So then I'm going to look at this one. I put some dots there to kind of visually imagine, okay, there's my 90-degree angle. Well, if this is the 90, and again, I'm kind of thinking about using my arm, maybe better go this way. So here's 90. Anything closer to my shoulder is taking me down to 0. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 220. Anything past 90 is now going 100, 110, 120, 140, all the way till that 180. So then I put my protractor, I've got the big one, little V down here. The little one that I sent you that you're going to cut out on paper and use works just the same. I'm going to put it right here. The huge difficulty with protractors is almost all of them have two labels on them and trying to figure out what side to use. But I have two tricks for you. One, I've already decided this is what we call an obtuse angle. It is greater than 90. Well, if I know it's greater than 90, then the number I'm supposed to use should become more obvious. Also, always remember you got to count from 0, and then you're just going to keep going, because one of these rays is at 0, and one of these rays is going to be something else. So we'll start here at 0. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There's that 90, 100, 110, 120. I'm going to extend this out and say this is about 126 degrees. I will say as a little tip for your homework, if you're using a smaller protractor, just take a straight edge of some sort. Feel free to extend these rays as far as they need to go. So that one right there, in my mind, about 125. Again, I knew it wasn't the 60 or 65 because I knew it's greater, bigger than 90, and because I had counted up from 0. Two things that will really help you. Circles don't know left, right, up, down. Everything is equidistant or evenly split apart on a circle from the middle. So it does not matter which way the rays face. For a circle, those angles are all still, what part of a circle are they? How many degrees of 360? So the way they face doesn't actually matter. It's still how many degrees of a circle is this. So again, here is angle DOG. I again put that kind of hypothetical 90 down there. So again, I'm kind of thinking of my arm. Here's my 90 degrees. Is this one greater than 90, going towards 180? Or is this one an acute angle, less than 90, going towards my arm? This one is an acute angle. It is less than 90 degrees. That also helps me measure it. Again, put that right here. Put that there. Starting from 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. If I extend this a little bit, I don't know, 50, maybe 52 if I want to be super precise. And again, those could be rotated anyway. The more difficult part of your homework is classifying angles within a shape. So this is a polygon, any four-sided object, looks a little bit like a rhombus. And when they say angle CAP, again, that middle letter is always going to tell you where the vertex is. So this is angle CAP, and they're going to ask you, well, what degree is that? Because angles also are created when two sides come together. And then we would just do the same thing. We pick one of them to start at 0. Again, I could start this one at 0 and count up. I could start this line at 0 and count up. And then, so I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Keep going. 100, 110, 120. If I extend that out a little bit, that to me looks like 130 degrees. Again, if I thought of this with my arm, there's 90. Passed. So being able to isolate the angle within a shape, being able to figure out is it acute or obtuse, less than 90, greater than 90, and then put your protractor on there, you should be able to measure any sort of angle in your house. I could go over here and go, oh, what's this angle? Except I would look at that one and know that it's 90 degrees right away. So again, two rays come together. We're thinking about how many degrees of a circle is this angle. I hope that helps with your homework. I'm going to be back a little later to finish up our read aloud book, our 3-month quarantine read aloud. I know some of you are done, but there is something in reading called a close reading, where you really, really read things slowly and carefully and look every single word to see what it means. So I hope you're doing that with this. Please finish your persuasive and opinion writing. Please send it to me as soon as you can. Your parents can take a picture of it, put it on Class Dojo. You can send it to me at the share function on Microsoft Word. Anything works. Or, hey, you can mail it to Kimbo. I'll get it then too. I hope to see you soon. Be safe out there. Be well. Happy rainy Monday.